everybody, I am the MoeChicken. Welcome to my stream. Oh, how y'all doing? We're gonna be back on Front Mission Gun Hazard tonight because let's go. I realized after I started that phrase that I didn't really have any sort of in matter to it, so there we go. There's Albert. He's having a good time riding that elevator. Gun hazard! Did you know guns are hazardous? Yes, more of this tonight. We had to kind of end in an unexpected way last time because I think I mentioned this in the last stream. I was in a terrible state, actually. I had like a tremendous headache. I felt awful. And so, yeah, it was a good thing I stopped what I did. But to recap, we are currently in the country of Borta, which is a nation that kind of splintered off of Russia, and they are currently attempting to undergo a civil war. We have been hired by the revolutionaries, the rebel force, led by what is his name? Stern guy. I'm sure we'll see his name soon enough. Who is basically just saying, like, I paid for you, do my bidding, pretty much. He's not giving any leeway to our complaints or concerns, and Albert's not liking it. At this location, where is it? Where am I right now? The Bekwa Bridge, we encountered a young man named Emil, who said he was the sole survivor of an attack on his team. And he was planning to try to defect and run away, but we convinced him that it was better to return to base safe and sound, and so we got him there. So now we are going to head to the resistance headquarters to make sure he is okay. Here we go. Go ahead and launch. Resupply, why not? I think this is a friendly area, so it shouldn't be a problem, but it's good to resupply every time anyway. Here we are. This must be the place. I think Emil's back yet. I don't know. Let's go find out. Pretty impressive. Especially for a bunch of rebels. Where'd they get the cash for this? No concern of ours, is it? Shouldn't you get out of your Wanzer? Why? You're bound to break something pounding around in that thing. I don't think Johansson, that's our boss here. I don't think Johansson be too pleased. Point taken. Here we go. Time to walk. Or run, because the walk speed is crazy slow. Oh, what's this? That's Johansson. What's going on? Oh no! Execution? Ah, perfect timing. Now you can see just how we deal with failure. Emil! Is that a firing squad? What's going on here? Lowercase what? This young man has shirked his duty. I'm afraid we can't forgive that. We didn't abandon our mission. Our unit fought to the last. Then why do this enemy's supply lines remain intact? Wait, do you have any idea how hard Emil fought for you? He deserves a damn medal, not an execution. Nonetheless, an example must be set. Firing squad, ready. Emil, don't give up. Start running after I cut the ropes. Stop! What are you doing? Run! Okay. Fire! Fire! No. Screw you. Run! We're running away! So, you feel the need to interfere in our affairs, So be it. You have one last chance to redeem yourselves. Kill Emil. What? Your employer's reputation is at stake here. Show me Canolite warriors can be trusted to do their jobs. Understood. Oh, I thought we were escaping with him, but apparently we just let him get away. You're really gonna follow his orders? Of course. We have to stay on the association's good side, right? Sure, but, go to the shop. All right. Go to the shop first. Oh, they might sell that new Wanzer that I'm equipped to use. Also, forgive me, I'm probably going to be drinking a lot today because I just finished working out, and so I'm very thirsty. Yeah, here we go. The Stinger. Yeah, I got a new Wanzer. Yay! Ooh, Vernier Unit 2. Yes, please. Dash Unit 1, Shield 2, but I can't get that. I think I already have this, right? Yeah. Okay. What else do they have? Do they have missile pod too? Oh, they do have missile pod too. I'm gonna have to save up for that, I guess. Okay. Oh, and they've got upgrades for the shotgun and the laser. Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. Outfit. So now I get a new mobile suit. The Stinger. Yeah, check me out. I got a little rocket pack now. Yay! And Vernier Unit 2. Awesome. Still using the napalm gun. I guess. Oh, I can equip a new thing. Okay, I'm gonna equip the punch glove then. Yeah, hard knuckle one. There we go. Awesome. That's the best thing about getting new Vanzer units is that you can equip more sub weapons. Very helpful. That. All right, so I guess the idea is that he fled to Shadak. So let's go to Shadak. Shadak. All right, resupply. Deploy. We're coming up on a town. What's left of it, anyway? Looks like it's been abandoned for a while now. Hold that thought, sir. I just picked up a vital sign. Let's check it out. Okay. Where could Emil be? Good question. He'd be shot on sight if he tried to sneak around the government zones. The whole area's been devastated. Could normal weapons possibly have caused this much damage? Normal weapons? No. But Chernenko? Yeah. Alright, let's look around. We're looking for Emil so that we can shoot him. We've given him false hope and now we must execute. Any sign of the inhabitants? Negative. Oh, I'm sad. I've got a feeling somebody's watching me, though. Who's watching me? Give back my dad! Who are you, small child? So violent! Give back my dad! Oh, stop! Stop, child! Hey, cut it out! Rebel! Dirty rebel! What's your problem, kid? Oh. Why are you always attacking us? Why? Why did you take Dad and the others away? Hold on, the rebels did what? You should know. Look at my blue eyes. Listen, I'm not with them, alright? Look at my hair. Really? Come on, you've got to help me help my dad. The rebels won't let him take a break. But... This way, come on. Oh. May as well follow him. Alright. Keep an eye out for Emil, though. What are you doing? Come on. I'm coming. Yeah, alright. Following you, child. So I realized that my poor German accent and my poor Russian accent are way too close. Wait, the fonts are too big, they'll see it. Guess I'll have to walk it. Here we go. I'm chasing the child. He's as tall as I am. He's a very large, small child. Very tall for a small child. I'm here. Oh, nope. Wait, child, watch me run. Bank. Yeah? Over there, see? Oh, they're stealing gold. They make the adults work like this all day long. Wait a minute. That's a bank. I know what a bank is. That's a government Vanzer. No. The rebels only use those when they're doing bad things. Oh, fiendish. Dad says they're exploiting the proletariat. What? Marxism? Johansson! Oh. Don't do anything rash. He's still got his eye on us. Somebody's gotta put a stop to this. Oh, I should get all the gold. Get him! Huh? What are you doing? Let these people go! Hey, we're just following orders, comrade. Wait,
Aren't you the mercenaries we hired? Stay out of this. These are funds for the revolution.
It's like turning kind of German, kind of just general European. I'm bad at accents. What kind of revolution steals from a people it claims to represent?
Planning on doing something about it? Damn shame your funds are so far away, isn't it?
I gotta run. Oh, yeah, get him, Clark. Take him out, Clark. Leave me alone. No, leave me alone. Powers of flight. Powers of flight. I hate trying to run when you're in human form. It's unnecessarily difficult. Use. I think I got that oh, that's Clark. Never mind. I was gonna say, I think I got that just in time. Run! Run, little man! Run! Run! Use your feet and speed! There's my Vonzer. My new stinger. Good news, everyone. I've got my Vonzer again. Awesome. Now is the time when I kill all of you. Yeah. Because Clark can't be bothered. Clark is not really much of a shooter. He just kind of shoots like maybe once every couple of turns. He's not very violent. That's why they asked us to teach him how to be violent. It's very important. Hi there. Ja, where's the bad guys? Fight me, bad guys. Where are they? You wanna fight me? Huh? Oh, here we go. Anyone? Hello. Bam. Am I supposed to just stand here? Yeah, there we go. I feel like a boss or something should show up, but no one's showing up. Just like some regular dudes are showing up. Yeah? Wheeee! Somebody fight me, come on. I'm here to defend the proletariat. Yeah. Where are the bad guys? Where is the enemy? Where is the enemy? What's he saying? It says there's a... Oh. What's this? Someone over here? There's an enemy. Who else is here? Are there more baddies? Oh, there's someone down here. There we go. Okay, they're just showing up one at a time. I feel like they should be showing up more frequently than that. Did I win? There we go. Hey. Phew, it's over. Awesome. Let's shoot this guy. Hello, child.
Ma, I can't find my dad.
Are you sure you looked everywhere?
Yeah, he wasn't with the other adults. Wah! Wah! Dad!
Hey, Mikhail!
Ah!
Oh, it's a touching reunion.
Dad!
Mikhail, you're safe.
Yeah, it's all thanks to Mo.
Hello?
I owe you, mister. Now we can evacuate to somewhere safe.
Wait, what's going on here? Why are the rebels attacking you?
It's par for the course for them. Oh, they claim their revolution is for the sake of the people, but they'll loot anything they can get their hands on to fund their forces. And then they've got the nerve to blame it all on the army.
That's horrible.
Oh, we have no love for the government. The administration thought of nothing but strengthening the military, but these rebels are 10 times worse.
Yeah.
But a lot of people still don't realize what's going on. It's about time we stood up and let them hear the truth.
You've got that right. Yeah. Oh, look at you guys. I'm heading back.
Roger. Thanks.
Oh, lots of talking, and thirst means more thirst. So much thirst. Ich habe Bauern Durst. That was an old joke I had from German class. Oh wait, the rebels aren't always the bad guys, huh? How right you were. Look, if we bilk orders, Colonel Light fires us. Then what? Let's just find Emil. And once we've found him, just leave it to me. Okay. Yeah, I'm smart. I'm gonna go to the Kafska Highlands. Awesome. Yes, okay, so I want to say something before I forget. If you were here for the last stream, the Thomas's Adventures in Capitalism stream, first of all, I'm sorry and thank you. It was a bit of a mess. And the reason it was a bit of a mess was because I didn't understand how the minigame worked. It's a classic situation of a guy complaining about a game system that he didn't understand. Enemy units, let's check it out. So number one on the list of things, I actually wrote a comment on that stream VOD if you're interested in learning more about what you should do in that scenario, in that mini game. But there were a couple of things that I found out sort of after the fact that were really important. And number one among them is that you can quit at any time. You just push B. I never pushed B the entire stream, apparently. I never pushed B to try and quit. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, yeah, so you can quit at any time and save. No problem. The other major thing I learned is that you should do that because the way you're sort of supposed to build like funds and capital, while that sort of like item distribution or whatever it was called, item management, is the way that you build capital. Your better way to build capital is to buy up a lot of small businesses. And the way you do that is you go to other cities and you look for any businesses that aren't owned by other companies. So like when I was playing last time, I was trying to like buy big firms. I was trying to buy firms on the scale of like the Dofor firm, which is just stupid. They have way too much money for me to try something like that. What I should do, and what I did in order to succeed, was I went back and I went to like Loan and Mules and Yamas and stuff like that. Well, I didn't go to Yamas, that's where Dofor's firm is. But I went to like a bunch of other towns and I looked for any small business that was owned, like centrally owned, like they weren't owned by a firm. And I bought them up. And wouldn't you know it, in no time at all, I made all the money I needed. It didn't take long at all. It was so frustrating. I was like, oh my gosh, I did a whole stream complaining about this. I did the standard like Game Grumps complain thing where, you know, there's some minor something that they just missed and all of the internet blames them for railing against the game because they didn't understand it. Yeah, that was me that last time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if there's anyone out there who's really familiar with that game and they're like, oh yeah, you just need to do this, stupid. Well, yeah, I am stupid. I will admit it this time. So, my feelings have changed a bit. I actually rather enjoyed it. Like, once I started, you know, going to other countries and, like, I felt like I was, like, a traveling businessman and I, like, kept, like, getting foreign firms and stuff. It felt kind of cool. I felt like, oh, look at me. Now, I know that there are at least 2 more iterations of the merchant game, so I'm not done with it yet. Also, I'm just standing here to try and get experience, really. Are they done? No more guys? Is that it? Did I get all the guys in the stage? It's pretty quick, if so. There's this guy. Yeah, I know that there are at least 2 more iterations, so I don't know if it will become hard again, but at least for now, you know, my opinions have completely 180'd. I would say that it's actually a pretty fun minigame now, as long as you know you can push the B button. I'm so frustrated that I didn't even realize you could just push B to cancel. Oh, it's so frustrating. I was so, like, embarrassed. I was retroactively extremely embarrassed when I figured it out. I was like, oh my gosh, I did a whole 2 hour. And by the way, that night that I did that stream, I actually played for like 2 more hours afterward and I still didn't win because I was still using the same crap tactics. And yeah, I was like livid that night. Like when I went to bed after having worked on it for like 4 hours, I was so mad. I was so irrationally mad. And I like Romancing Saga 3. Like, it takes a lot for me to be pissed at that game, but I was so mad. Oh, I was mad. I was mad. Anyway, I'm not mad anymore. So, there you go. Tom's storyline is back on track. He's back to doing the standard things. I think right now we are, we just finished up the rats thing. So if you saw it before, that part where you have to like fight off all those rats, we just finished that. So that was the last thing I did. I was worried about you. Okay, cool. Oh, maybe I have enough money to get the missile pod too. Let's see. I did. Can I buy the missile pod 2 from you yet? Special? No. Doggone it. Can I sell something? Do I have anything to sell? Oh, I have two Vernia units. Sell one of those, I guess. I don't really have anything else. Alright, well, let me buy fuel at least. You always need fuel. I think your fuel maximum is based on like your current level, maybe? Because I noticed at the end of the game I was able to carry a lot more fuel than I was at the beginning of the game for some reason. Shadak. Mount Gorcha. Save. But yeah, super embarrassed. Super embarrassing. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That said, aside from the things I mentioned of like, you know, traveling and also pushing B, the way I was playing was pretty much how that minigame is played. You just have to go for better investments than it was. God, what have I dragged you into? I'm so sorry. You just weren't meant for this kind of work. Listen, if you hadn't got me out of Bergen, I'd be dead by now. Ark would have seen to that. I owe you a lot. There's no need to apologize. I know, but... Leave it be. So, what's the situation here? Oh, let's see. Well, no sign of government forces. Wait, I'm picking up a concentrated field of anti-tank mines. All the way out here. Let's take a closer look. Yeah. Radar's showing other traps as well. Be careful. Roger. Check my map here. Oh, that is a lot of anti-tank mines. Okay. Well, I guess we will be blowing up a bunch of tank mines. That's fun. As I mentioned before, you do get experience points for blowing up traps, so it is still worth it to blow up traps. $300. Probably easier if I go up. Ah. Clark, stop setting off all the traps. Come on, dude. Give me that. Targeting system auto aim. That is actually a really useful thing for like boss battles later on. Because all it does is what it sounds like. It just points your gun at the enemy target on its own, so you can like focus on dodging. Very convenient. What's this song sound like? That sounds like something from another game. I can't think of what it is. Is it from like Donkey Kong Country? I feel like I'm thinking of Donkey Kong Country when I think of it, but I don't know what song it would be from DKC. I don't know. Ow. Who put all these mines out here? What were they thinking? Why would they put so many mines here? Silly. Oh no. Hang on, let me go in there to get things. Is there treasure here? I want treasure. I love the stuff. It's my fave. Yeah. Nice. Nice. I'll take those. So how are y'all doing tonight? Did you have a good Tuesday? I had a very long Tuesday. I had an all-day meeting today. Or rather, I guess a workshop would be the best way to put it. It was long and tedious. You know? I mean, it was for a good reason. Like, it was something we needed to do, but... Oh, hey, it's Emil. Emil, I'm here to kill you. Oops, sorry, dude.
Mo!
I take it these traps are yours?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did Johansson send you?
No, I love you.
Don't feel bad. If you hadn't rescued me back there,
Is that your Vonzer back there?
I would have died without ever learning the truth. But now that Johansson's been exposed, it's only a matter of time before our country regains its sanity. I have no regrets. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Mo, stop! You're not really gonna kill him, are you? Bang! There, I fired a gun. You really think I'd do that? I love him.
You goddamn rookie.
Oh no! It's Genoche! Genoche! You!
You think you're cut out to be a Merc? Your target's right in front of you. Finish the job.
No. Johansson sent you after Emil too.
It seems our friend doesn't have much confidence in you. Can you imagine why?
No.
Don't think this way.
No! Forget it! You and your gaudy red Vonzer.
Think you can take me on, huh? Looks like somebody likes living dangerously. Such as you. There's no honor to be had in killing you.
Yeah, get out of here.
Johansson's days are numbered either way. As far as I'm concerned, this job's over. Do me a favor and grow up a little before we meet again.
Screw you, dude. Up yours. Yeah. You okay, kid?
Thank you, Mo. But why did you save me? Your orders.
I don't care about those. Screw orders. Look, I know how you feel. I was driven out of my country not too long ago.
I see. Say, why don't you take me with you? I appreciate the kindness you've shown me.
What can you do?
I can sweep floors. Besides, I really want to see more of the world, as long as it wouldn't be too much trouble.
Don't mention it. I need someone to sweep my floors. You're welcome to come with us. Isn't that right, Clark?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Aw, look how cute he is. He's a boy. I thought he was a girl the first time I encountered him. But yeah, Emil's actually a boy. I think. I assume he's a boy. Like, everything points to the idea that he's a boy, despite the fact that he looks very feminine. Even so far as having, like, appearing to have, like, black lipstick on. He's a guy, apparently. But now we have another ally. Yay! I knew I hadn't misjudged you.
Thanks for all your help. Another ally is always welcome.
don't get too excited when they find out we've disobeyed orders. Speak of the devil.
We found Chernenko. It's near Bullseye, near your current. It's in Bullseye, near your current position.
We're to destroy it? Even after we blew our last chance?
I don't have time to go around firing everyone who displeases me.
And the attack on the bank?
The hell does it matter? You're mercenaries. Start following orders for once.
What should we do? I love that I'm pissing him off. That's awesome. But we can't afford to leave Chernenko on the loose. Remember what it did to Shadak? You're right. Let's do what we can. But first, to the something Radoshka? Nardoshka Mountains. Because we have to train Emil a little bit. He's not very good right now. So Emil, I hope I'll be able to help, is a repair unit. It's a little strange. When your unit's HP gets to a certain point, he will kind of like make an effect happen, and it will restore your HP. It's kind of weird, honestly. He's hard to use. He's especially like, I especially don't have a whole lot of experience with him because I learned about the like equip ally. Oh no, I didn't mean to deploy with nothing. Ah, crap. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I only learned about the deploy with like auxiliary units thing very late, and he just wasn't like since he's not an offensive Vonzer, and his Vonzer's generally not that strong. It's very hard to like use him if he's not like leveled up from the get-go. So I didn't get very far with him, but maybe I'll try and level him up this time because it would be useful to have someone who can repair me. The problem is that he's just kind of a liability otherwise. Like all he does is soak damage otherwise, so he's kind of difficult to use in a really dangerous firefight situation because he just kind of like stands around and takes hits. Come back here. Huh. Alright, gotta kill these men. You, man. I'm not afraid of you, little man. If my health drops enough, then you'll be able to see the effect he does. Ah. Yeah, there we go. So you see what he's doing? He's kind of like slowly healing me. That's what he does. Oh, jeez. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think he can heal himself. So if he gets in bad shape, he'll just kind of stand there and die. Let's see. Emil, can you do your thing? There we go. Yeah, heal me, buddy. Thank you. Unfortunately, you can't, like, ask him to heal you. It has to be, like, he'll only heal you on his own initiative when your HP is, like, at a certain point, so... Like, I would love it if you could just ask him to, like, heal you all... Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, heal me up. Heal me up, buddy. You stopped. Come on, man. Do it. Heal me. Heal me. Heal me. Fine, don't. I don't know if I've mentioned it yet already, but, your allies only get experience for level if they finish the level. But at any time, you can actually order a command to order them to retreat. Like I accidentally just did. Oops. Sorry, Emil. So he's not going to get anything from this battle. Nothing at all, unfortunately. Which, you know, kind of sucks. I wish I hadn't accidentally done that. But yeah, that's like, because like if your allied units HP drops to 0, they don't die. They just, their Vonzer blows up and then they retreat. So you have to go buy a new Vonzer for them. So if you don't want to, you know, pay the money to get a new Vonzer for them, I'm just gonna leave. Get out of here. You can order them to retreat. But since the objective there was to raise his level, unfortunately, that's not very helpful. See, now he gets nothing. Nuts. Oh well. Let's see. Let me go to another stage. Let me go to the Kafka. I keep wanting to say Kafka Highlands. The Kafsa Highlands. Launch. Resupply. Fill up the tank. Now, one thing that this game doesn't allow you to do, as far as I know, that I kind of wish it did, I wish you could change the color of your Vonzer. Because in like all of the other front mission games that I've ever played, you can change the color of your Vonzer, and it's like one of the fun things to do. Like, I really enjoy doing that. Because it allows you to kind of like personalize your team to be like whatever strange colors you want for your team colors. I really enjoyed making like a special team color set for my Vonzers in Front Mission 3. And you can't do that in this one, and I hate that. Especially because the protagonist's unit's color is kind of boring, frankly. It's just kind of like this red and like gray look. I'd much rather be able to, you know, update my palette. There were some really like fun and wild colors you could get in Front Mission 1 too, so big disappointment, but you know, a small problem in an otherwise great game. Watch and learn, Emil. This is how you murder men.
He's like, oh, thank you for teaching me. I'll stick to repairing Vonzers though.
You would, child. Mondo, child of the sunfish.
I am. It's especially funny too because like his Vonzer's huge. It's like a really big one, but all it does is repair, so it's kind of silly. He's like a big dumb gorilla lurking behind me. Oh, stop, dude! Don't ruin the pattern. Come on, we had something going here. Still not convinced I really like this napalm gun. It's very slow. It was a very sluggish weapon. I was using it because I never used it before, but I don't know. Not great. Not great so far. Just hold down the button at this point. Alright. All we got left are the shield guys, and then we will be done with the stage. And Emil will get some precious experience points. Oh, damn experiences. One thing I like about this game is how many different like environments you go to. You actually go to a fair number of like different places in this game. It's cool. Like one of the things that's always so much fun about the Front Mission universe is how it takes place on Earth. So like the places you go to are somewhat familiar, but at the same time like different. And it's I don't know, I like that kind of thing. So ugh. Oh, so thirsty. He didn't even level up once. Boo. Alright, well. I guess let's just go on to Bullseye. Save first. There we go. Launch. I'm picking up something big. It's gotta be Chernenko. What the hell could devastate an entire town that easily?
They say it's a giant Vonzer.
Wait, now there's 2 signals? 2?
But how?
I don't know. But we don't do something now, we'll have another town on our conscience before the day's up. Let's go. Yeah. The signal's just up ahead. Oh, hey. I didn't know you were here. I hate how, like, when you blow up enemies, they leave behind that, like, explosion effect. I take damage from that all the time. It's very frustrating. I guess it's realistic, but it's also very frustrating. I think the other thing I'm not wild about with this, like, napalm gun thing is just that, like, you have to be good at aiming to use it because, you know, it has a very low rate of fire. And I'm not great at aiming in this game. Oh, I guess not. Okay. We blow up this. Why couldn't I blow up that one back there? What the heck? What the heck, game designers? Get it together. Get it together. Let me through. No? Okay. Never mind. Mia's like, help! I'm trapped in this car park. What do I do? There it is.
Major Lemia, he's here! The mercenary who destroyed Yakovlev's unit. Interesting. He struggled to take us on. This encounter may yield some useful data. Stand by for Sigma transformation. Yes, sir!
Yeah, alright. Oh, hey. Oh, you're big. You're quite large, sir.
I can't take much more of this.
Alright. You gotta fix him up. Block. This is working pretty well, actually. I didn't expect my shield to just completely be able to block this guy. Yeah? Block. 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 Uh-huh. This is a little silly now. Oh no. Oh, he's got 2 units now. Oh no. Alright, I gotta make sure that Emil doesn't die. I want him to get experience for this. It would be a good experience for this. Emil, why are you not healing me? Am I doing damage here? Am I winning? Are you winning, son? I can't really tell, Dad. Could you do your job, Emil, please? Yep, there we go. Alright, Emil. Fine. We might lose this one. Alright, well, that's one guy. Ah, blarg! Okay, yeah. Try that again. Restart. That one, yeah. Alright. Actually, no, hang on. Map. Let me go buy, like, stuff. I need, like, supplies. I shouldn't have gone in there with so little stuff. There we go. Mm-hmm. There we go. Any of this? I'm also gonna go back to the Vulcan for this fight. Because, I don't know. Like, I like trying new things in these kind of games. Like, I like trying new weapons, but the napalm gun's not great. Plus, I don't think you can, like... I don't think you can pay to upgrade it like you can other weapons. So, I don't know. Anyway. Let's go back to the Vulcan 2. Which, yeah. Oh, and then also let's switch back to Clark. Okay. Save. Blip. Blip. Launch. Let's deploy. Yeah. Chernenko. Oda. Jardenko. Probably shouldn't waste any missiles on these, like, you know, these little guys. Since I know I'm going to have to fight a boss. Should probably save up for it. Have I mentioned yet how you can switch weapons? Like, during battle, once you have a Bonzer unit that has, like, access to more than one sub-weapon, if you push X, you kind of, like, swap between them. So, that's that. Oh yeah, this feels a lot better. I definitely prefer the Vulcan. But I am getting beat up a little bit. Use one on Clark. Use one on me. Better. Ooh, okay. One of these. Quick one of these, and... Oh, I can show you auto aim. Here, I'll use one. Use. So now the game will aim for me, which is super convenient. Excellent thing to use on bosses. You're right, you're taking damage because I keep jumping every time he swings and you just stand there. A little silly, actually. Poor Clark. Oh, come on, man. I guess I could block for you, buddy.
He's like, they never taught us how to block back in Centric. I never learned.
It's like me and Dynasty Warriors. I never learned to block. So, you can block in this game? I thought that was just the screen recentering button. If you play old Dynasty Warriors games, you might know what I'm talking about. Ow. Haha.
Oh, amazing. He shouldn't have even scratched our armor. His skill level is off the charts. Ah!
Bye. Bye. Good riddance. I saw the whole thing from here. Good job.
Wow, I can't believe you destroyed that monster.
They put up a hell of a fight. My Vonzer's as beat up as I am. How about a pickup? I'm on my way.
Mission complete.
Yay! Money and experience. Hooray. Nice! Clark, getting strong! Oh, he can use the stinger now. Awesome! That's very helpful. He can use the same Vonzer I'm using now. Let's see if I can pick one up for him before we leave. Way to go, Clark. You're the man, Clark. Johansson's on the line again.
Well done. My army's victory is assured now.
Your army's going to be looking for a new leader if this keeps up. Don't play innocent. This revolution never was about the people, was it? Even your own men are beginning to realize that.
I could make you regret those words.
You could, but our job here is done. Let's head on back to New York, Brenda. Roger. Oh, and before I forget, we're taking a meal with us.
Whatever you say.
Alright, well, we're gonna leave on bad terms, but I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine. Alright, let me see if I can buy a stinger before I leave. Let's see. Sport. I cannot. Nuts. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to wait till the next area to do that, I guess. Okay. Well, that's such is life. Maybe I can I upgrade? No, it's only shotgun and missile, or laser. Nuts. Buy some more of this, I guess. Oh, I can buy a better hard knuckle, though. Buy that. Bye. Alright, let's leave this country. I am done here.
Is this goodbye forever?
Don't worry. Johansson's on his way out, and with their Chernenko gone, the government will have to think twice about what they're doing.
I just hope the fighting ends soon.
By the way, that Merc and the Red Vonzer Genoche. I didn't know there were other mercenary groups around. Genoche? Oh yeah, he's the leader of the Crimson Blow. They blow. Ha! Crimson what? They're independent mercs. They got their name for those red Vonzers they use. What are they like? Professionals to the core. They say no soldier has faced them and lived to tell the tale. What the hell were they doing here?
At least we avoided a battle, sir.
Only because we were on the same side. Only because we on the same side. Should we meet again as enemies? I don't even want to think about it. Oh. Splendid. You do me proud, boy.
It was nothing, really. I hardly consider a mercenary coming back alive nothing, son. Keep it up. Yes, sir. Oh, before I forget, got a letter from Bergen here.
Are your parents okay?
Let's see. Mo, what a relief it was to hear from you after so long. Now that we know you're alive and well, your mother has started to come out of her state of shock. Our neighbors call you a traitor and blame us, but we still believe in you. We've made plans to flee the country once your mother has recovered. Hope to see you again soon. Love, Dad. Huh. But she was so healthy last time I saw her.
Ark must have had her interrogated for your whereabouts.
That's it! Brenda, it's not too late! We can still save them!
Hold it. You don't have the experience or equipment to take on Ark's forces by yourself. If you go there now, they'll tear you to pieces.
Damn it! Richard, one more letter, please. Sure thing. Just remember you've got a job to do.
I actually really like Richard. I'll tell you now, he's a good boss throughout the entire game. He never like turns on you or anything like that. He's a good guy. I like Richard. These are all the things from the beginning of the game. So yeah, I don't think that this place ever really upgrades. I think it's always just kind of crappy, really. So there you go.
You're down to the home stretch. Don't slack off now.
All we got left is Al-Hari. Here we go. This is the Al-Hari Desert.
Didn't these countries sign a peace treaty around the turn of the century?
Hasn't stopped them from spending the last 10 years killing each other. The big players here are the Alliance of the Red Sea and the Zohar Alliance. We've been hired by the ARS.
10 years, huh? Hell of a long time. Do you really think we alone can do anything about it?
Nothing else has worked, has it?
You seriously think so?
With what they're paying us, I'll risk being optimistic.
I figured.
Oh, come on. I know you can do this. Let's get going.
Uh-huh.
Quite a dust storm down there.
Makes you long for the green forests of home. What's that big structure?
That's the Kasala Dam. It supplies water to the entire area. The thing's loaded with top-of-the-line technology. It holds water back like you wouldn't believe. ARA's headquarters should be around here somewhere. Let's sit down and take a look.
This must be ARS headquarters.
It's definitely seen better days.
It's been nearly a decade now.
What could be worth fighting for so long?
Kind of a strange question coming from a Merc.
Well, yeah. Hello. Hello.
Another mercenary? There's been a lot of you lately. Hope you're worth what we're paying for you.
Walking along. Hello. Hello.
Oh, when is this war going to end?
Hello? Oh,
More. Sorry, that was my celebratory grenade. Welcome, we've been expecting you. Are you Commander Safad? That is correct.
he's scary looking.
I'll be brief. This conflict has driven,
It's Russian again.
both of our sides to exhaustion over the years. Now we've gotten word that the Zohar Alliance is putting its resources into the development of a new weapon, which they believe will assure them a final victory at any cost. We suspect they may be planning to attack the Kasala Dam. Under these circumstances, my accent keeps changing, then we must take immediate action.
Do you know what the weapon is?
Our intelligence specialist has all the details. Sadly, he was caught by Zohar agents
and is now being detained at an unknown location. Your task is to find him and then destroy the weapon.
Yes, sir. I'd hate to think of how many civilian lives'd be lost if that dam blows.
Indeed. I've made sure the munitions dealer in the desert will supply your weaponry for the lowest possible price. Be sure to check in with him.
Sure thing. Thank you. And this specialist we're to rescue. What's his name?
Leuven al-Habi. His codename is Bomber.
We'll do our best.
Where do you want to start looking? Good question. This whole area is one big desert.
We should scout for signs of recent Alliance activity. That'll give us something to track.
Good call.
Alright, we've got the Eastern Desert or Sunset Hill. For the Eastern Desert first. Let's see, let's bring Emil with us this time. Emil! Okay, go. Save. Actually, I hate to do this. I'm gonna make this a short one tonight. I'm sorry. I know that, like, the last time we played this game, I also had to cut off in the middle of it, but... I mean, fortunately, this time I'm not feeling miserable, but there were other things... There's other stuff I have to get done tonight, and I didn't expect to get started late like this, so... We'll finish this mission, and then that will be it for tonight. But I will be back on Thursday, so hopefully we can play this again then. Enemy units, let's check it out. Okay. Where are the enemy units? Where are they at? Oh, hello. You must be the enemy units I've heard so much. Grenade chuckers here this time. One thing I do like about this game is that there are a pretty wide variety of different types of enemy units. Like, you fight a lot of different dudes. That's cool. I like that. Another thing I like is that, like, your allied units don't get experience based on, like, their actions. They just get experience based on finishing levels. So, like, I do think that experience is, like, shared equally. So it's not a situation where they're, like, dragging down your experience. Everyone just gets the same amount of experience at the end of the level. So all you really have to do is make sure that your allies get to the end of the level. Mercenary dogs, your weapons cannot help to pierce the shields of Aegis. Is that so? Or if I just shoot a bunch? Oh, is it these guys? Are these the shields of Aegis? Bam. Bam. Oh, the slowdown. I pierced the shield of Aegis. What now? What if I come up here and pierce the shields of Aegis some more? Is that cool? Y'all like that? You like that when I pierce the shields of Aegis? How do you pronounce that word, actually? So, like A-E-G-I-S. I read it as Aegis, but I don't know if it's Aegis or Aegis. I've heard people use it as, like, Aegis, like Aegis shield. I say Aegis, and I don't really know what's correct. So there is that. Is that it? Is that it? No. Maybe we'll do one more level. We'll do one more level. We'll do Sunset Hill too and see what that's like. That felt too short. kind of underwhelming. Thank you, cell phone. Ooh, the Western Desert. Okay, well, let's check this out then. Launch. Flip. Deploy. Wow, look at the size of that.
What's up? We have a large contact to due north, sir. I believe it may be some manner of vehicle.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's gotta be an alliance weapon. Let's check it out. Whew, Brenda wasn't kidding. It's the freaking Sandcrawler from Star Wars.
Oh, this thing is silly. Look at it, it's huge. It really is it Sandcrawler or Landcrawler? It's the thing that Jawas live in from Star Wars. But this thing is just stupid huge, and I love it. I know it's incredibly impractical, but I kind of wish things like this actually did exist in the world. Like just gigantic tanks and like airships and stuff. Oh, I failed? What? Oh. Okay. I failed. Yeah, okay. What was I supposed to do? Any luck?
My weapons can't even dent the damn thing.
Don't sweat it. It's not like they're paying us to destroy it. Let's keep going. Alright, I guess that's just... Maybe I do something with that later. Let's go to Sunset Hill. Let's see, save. Yeah, and launch. Deploy. Mo, I just intercepted a request for reinforcements.
In this sector?
Yeah, it looks like our guys took a beating.
Let's lend them a hand. Oh, look at the sunset. This wasn't a battle. It was a goddamn massacre.
Oh, really? It's just more dudes. What are you talking about, dude? I guess he sees something I don't. I mean, there are a lot of enemy units. Get that, but... Okay. Was there like a base here before or something? Like where are all these like metal timbers? Metal timbers. Metal like posts, I guess? Okay. We out of guys? Oh, there's somebody. Oh, he was just following me, maybe? Yeah, he was just following me. Sometimes that happens if you're like walking forward regularly. Like an enemy will just be behind you and you won't even realize it. Because they're moving at like about the same speed you are. Mm-hmm. Ow, stop. Alright, y'all just keep showing up and I'll just shoot you some more. I still don't see any evidence of this supposed goddamn massacre that I was promised. This sort of looks like a regular fight, honestly. There's some metal parts there. Oh my, oh, look at that. It's like a skewered Vonzer body. Ew, that's creepy. Okay, that's a little bit like a massacre. Ah, there's more of them. Oh no! Brenda, are you picking this up? Look at this guy. He's running from me. This is... yeah. Kind of freaky. Looks like somebody deliberately skewered those wrecked Vonzers. We're gonna deal with the Vonzer version of Vlad Sepish Dracula. Hanging their victims out on display. Who'd be capable of something like this? Frickin' Dracula.
Who knows? Wars like this will do strange things to people. Yeah.
Hope we never get that far gone. It's freaky, man. Oh, hello.
Haha, fresh prey. Did you really think you could get past here?
Pray? Then those Vonzers are your work?
Oh, yes. How better to express my hate and contempt?
Why? Why do such a thing?
Does it matter? This is war.
But such brutality from a woman?
That's sexist. You know what it's like, don't you? To lose your child and husband, or your husband and child, you can begin to understand.
Oh.
But I know the truth now. Cruelty. Cruelty is the essence of humanity. There's no hope left for us. All that's left is to kill. Kill and kill. Until I too can die in peace.
Wait. Fine, I guess we're fighting now. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's right. You can only shoot her in, like, the green part. Jump. Emil. Come on, man. All right. Did he blow up? Yeah, he blew up. Okay. So yeah, she's got, like, this little battering ram thing that she does that you're supposed to jump over. And I guess Emil couldn't figure that out. I probably should have just had him retreat. Now I have to buy another one of his Vonzers. Unfortunately. Whoa! This is kind of a frustrating battle. A lot of it involves like waiting for her to expose that little green dot. Ow, and then she flops on top of you, which is also sort of annoying. I honestly don't know if this lady like comes back at all in the story. She's here like I think the idea is that she's supposed to just be like a crazy lady, kind of. And you're supposed to like feel like, oh, war is heck or whatever. But she just kind of like comes out of nowhere, you know. It's like, all right. It kind of makes me wonder if maybe Amano drew this character and he was like, I really like this character, y'all gotta use her for something. And then they're like, all right, well, we'll just put her in like a random cutscene. Because like, I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any other purpose to the plot. I mean, she's not a playable character or anything. She kind of shows up and she's like, I hate people. All humans must die. For some reason. I mean, I guess she gave us the reason. Apparently, war killed her husband and child. And she's all pissed about it. Ow! Don't do that. I also can't tell you how many times I... Oh, go back. There. I actually died on this fight over and over again just because the that little, like, battering ram thing does so much ridiculous... Like, does such a ridiculous amount of damage that I just kind of kept getting sucker punched by it. And it was annoying. It was very annoying. Like that. Yeah, sucker punch. I'm not even really sure how you describe the thing she's... Is it like a jet bike? What would you call this thing? Is it a swoop bike from Star Wars? Is she a swoop jockey? It's a Star Wars Shadows of the Empire reference is what that is. I didn't really play that game. I know a lot of people liked it though. I'm familiar with it, but I didn't really actually play it myself. There we go, you're dead now. Not really. Now I just get to talk to you. Hey there.
Damn it! Hurry up and finish me, if you expect me to plead for my life.
Look, I'm not gonna kill you. I just need some information about a prisoner of yours.
Ha, I see. As long as I still am of use to you, forget it. You're not getting anything out of me.
You realize your people are planning to destroy the Kasala Dam?
Don't be stupid. What would they have to gain from that?
I'm afraid it's the truth.
I'm not falling for it. Kill me now and be done with it. Kill me, kill me, kill me.
Waste of time. Guess we'll have to keep searching. Bye! I don't care, lady. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving now.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
Why won't you kill me? Why?
I have no reason to. Goodbye. Yep. Clink, clink. Yay! Unfortunately, now I have to buy another one of Emil's freaking Bonzers. Which means I probably need to go back to Borokta. Because I don't think I can buy them from the shop here.
What's she gonna do now?
I don't know. She's right, though. War brings out the worst in all of us. But what's the alternative? Front mission alternative. That was one of their games, actually. You can either fight or sit and watch as others...
Mo,
Never mind. We've got more pressing concerns. She seemed pretty convinced about the dam, though.
I'll say. The Alliance is doing a damn good job of keeping its forces in the dark. Shame. I bet money she'd know where Bomber's being held.
It's out of our hands. Let's just move on. To the Nefud Dunes. That'll be for the next episode. Yeah, again, apologies. That is another short one, but I'll be back on Thursday, so y'all will be able to see more then. I'm MoeChicken. This is Front Mission Gun Hazard, and thank you for stopping by.